Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. We have got March's cookbook collab ready to go. If you are new here, I am going to be hosting these throughout the year. I hosted them last year every month. I am going to be hosting them all year long this month. This is an open collaboration hosted by myself, and any fellow YouTubers can join in. If you are a fellow YouTuber and you're watching this, you can send me an email or find me on Instagram and I can give you the details on it if you want to join in. We have had a lot of new people want to join in recently, and it is super exciting. Now remember, these cookbook collabs is just inspiration to dust off your cookbooks and get to cooking, or you can purchase the cookbooks. The cookbook, if it's a linkable cookbook, it should be linked in their description box. I will have mine linked for you guys through Amazon. I have had a couple people comment and say, I've already purchased it, it's so good. I'm obsessed with this cookbook. I have been cooking my way. This is one of those ones I'm cooking my way through. I'm using the Pillsbury Baking Hacks cookbook. Once again, I have got 4 more delicious recipes to share with you guys today. If it is a homemade cookbook that they are sharing, they might have it typed out. It just depends on, because of copyright reasons and respect for the author and recipe creator. If you cannot purchase the cookbook, that's totally okay. Like I said, this is just for inspiration, but I would consider checking out your local library. There's always a ton of cookbooks at local libraries. You can rent them for a week, return them, and you're good to go. But let's go ahead and get started. I really hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget that there will be a playlist link down below, so y'all go check out all the lovely ladies when you're done with mine. For this first one, we are going to be doing garlic Parmesan loaf. This one was super easy and delicious. Luke was like, is this homemade bread? So if you have company coming over, or even just want to impress your family, definitely try this one, because he thought it was homemade and it was store-bought, doctored up. So you just need a French loaf, and you just take it out of the package and put it on your pan. It says to make sure that it is seam side down. So I did that, and then you're just going to cut some slits in it. Once you do that, you'll just set that aside, and then you're going to melt some butter. Then you will add in some garlic powder and some red pepper flakes. I didn't add a lot because I was worried that it was going to be too spicy with Winston, because he loves him some bread. So I didn't add that much, but I didn't get any heat at all. So when I make this again, I feel like I could even add more. So once you get that all mixed together, you're just going to brush that on top of the loaf, and then you're just going to bake that in the oven according to the package directions. And I'm telling y'all, it was delicious. When it is almost done, you're going to take it out, and you are going to load it up with some Parmesan cheese, and then put it back in the oven and let it continue cooking. Here is what it looks like when it is all done. This was so good. Like I said, Luke thought it was homemade bread, so highly recommend giving this recipe a try. Next up, I wanted to make this Asiago cheese and onion braid. Does that not look gorgeous? I had to make that just from the picture. So all you need is an egg for egg wash, an onion, It called for, of course, Asiago cheese, and that Italian blend, it says Asiago cheese blend on it. So I just used that. You also need some thyme, some poppy seeds, some brown sugar, and then of course your Pillsbury pizza crust. So first you're just going to slice up your onion, get it cooking in the pan, and get it nice and translucent, and you want it to start turning a little bit brown. While the onions are cooking up, I just took and opened up my pizza crust. You can tell in a second that this pan was way too small, so I switched pans because you want to be able to press it out, and you're going to be cutting slits on the side so that way you can braid it once you fill it. So this was a little more difficult for me to do because I chose a pan that had lips on it, but I was not about to dirty up another pan. So I did get through that, and you ended up using my kitchen shears, and that helped out. So now that your onions have got some color on them, you're going to add in your brown sugar, and you're going to add in your thyme, and then you're just going to mix that together and let that kind of caramelize and let those sugars melt. This smelled amazing. And then you're just going to start filling it. You're going to put your cheese down. I did a good amount of cheese on there, and then you're going to top that with your onions. And then you're just going to take and start from the top and work your way down. And you're going to just alternate, do like the left side, right side, left side, right side, and just alternate until it goes all the way down to the bottom. And then you're just going to brush it with your egg wash, and then you will top it with some poppy seeds. I think that this would be good as well with the everything bagel seasoning. If you had that, I think that would be really good on this. I just baked this at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. You just want it nice and golden brown on top. Here's what it looks like. The egg wash on top really helps get that nice golden color. This was really delicious. Luke really enjoyed it, and it was a nice option, a new option for us as like a bread dish to go along with our dinner. Next up, we are doing some jam and Brie Cups. Now, this recipe actually called for raspberry jalapeno jam, but that's not something anybody in my family would like. So I just pulled out the peach preserves that were in the fridge, and I'm also using the rest of that Brie that I used in the first recipe when I first started doing these Pillsbury recipes. I'll have that video linked down below in case you missed it. But all you need is just a can of crescent rolls or dough. It actually called for crescent dough, but I've been like the dough sheets, but I've been having problems finding those. So you're just going to roll it out and then just pinch the seams, and then I like to take a pizza cutter and just go through and cut it into squares. I was only able to do like a half batch of this because I didn't have enough of that Brie, but I was glad to be able to use that up and get it out of the fridge. So you're just going to take and put your crescent squares in the mini cupcake pans, and then add your jam, and then you just top it with some of that Brie. and just bake them in the oven until they're cooked through. It only took about 8 to 10 minutes. They're really easy, and like I said, these were so good. It's just like a little pop, a sweet treat. Just pop it right in your mouth. They're super delicious. I feel like you could do these with any combination of jam and the brie. They were really delicious. I saved the best for last. This is one of my all-time favorite Pillsbury recipes. It is so easy. I've been making it for a couple years now. It is so delicious. So this one was just a suggestion in this cookbook. It wasn't actually like a full recipe. It's more like a hack, as you see. But you just need some Grand's biscuits. I like to use the buttery ones. I just like the flavor that it gives. You can use any kind that you want. You're just going to take and open all those up, and then you're going to take a small cookie cutter and take out the center. And I like to bake both, so that way you have, like, you know, big donuts and then little, you know, donut holes. And then you're going to just cook those in the oven, 350. Cook them for, like, say 6 minutes, and then flip them and cook them until they're, you know, fully cooked through. Of course, the little donut holes are going to take less time, so I just check on them and then pull those out, and then just let the big donuts continue to cook. While those are in the oven, I'm going to melt my stick of butter in the microwave, and then I'm going to mix together some cinnamon sugar. Here's what they look like when they are all done. And then you're just going to take and dunk each donut in the butter, and then you're going to take and dunk it in the cinnamon sugar and get it nice and coated, and you just repeat that until they are all done. So here's what they look like when you get them all coated. Try not to eat them all. I know it's going to be hard. And that is it, y'all. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed these 4 super easy and delicious Pillsbury recipes. Don't forget that this was an open collaboration hosted by myself. Make sure that you go check out the playlist link in the description box below so you can see all the lovely ladies that are joining in on this month's collab. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.